All right, and we're back from our interview with Yen and surprise interview with Eric Applemom. We're getting into the match with Ascendants versus Goo. This is the grand final, so it is going to be a best of three. If Goo is able to either beat them in two or in the best of three, taking it all the way to the third, there will be a singular best of one to as a bracket reset, just to make it more efficient. That being said, we're starting off with Haven. The second map will be Icebox, and if there's a third decider, it'll go to Bind. Eric, we saw them on Breeze earlier. How do you think the map difference is going to impact this match?
Well, we haven't seen any Haven or Bind today, so I'm glad we get some even more map variety today. But this is gonna be a grudge map. Losing to a team is not great, and whenever you have the chance to beat them again, you're going to want to beat them. So this is going to be important for Goo. And obviously, if you're Ascendants, you don't want to lose.
Goo came off from a huge win against Cute Melee. That might be a prop up for them. Ascendants, I know, went on a pretty long break, so I don't know if they're warm, if they were keeping warm or not. I don't think they were playing, so that could be a difference there. But I'm not sure how we're doing on the match, if we're going to be starting soon. But this will be a best of three, so we're in for at least two matches. It sounds like the lobby just crashed, so we'll be here a little bit longer. So I guess we can get some more insights. Eric, how much does an impact of having a long break like that compared to being pretty fresh out of a match? Does that give either side an advantage?
It depends. If you're a team, some teams like to have the momentum where they keep playing and playing without breaks. We're kind of like one of those teams where we just want to keep going and like don't stop. But most people are reasonable, so they don't mind the break. But at the same time, you could get iced in between if you don't practice warm up. So as long as they're staying in the range, shooting bots, they should be fine. Shouldn't see any problems with mechanics or anything like that.
Yeah, and the good thing for Ascendants is that Goo versus Cute Melee match was pretty short, so they hopefully haven't been iced out for too long. But it's been a good 20-30 minutes, even longer, probably 45 minutes since that last match was played. So hopefully that doesn't have much of an impact. Going into Haven, what strategies are you thinking that Ascendants are going to implement to kind of keep that advantage that they had in Breeze?
I think more of the same. They're probably going to keep doing their aggressive plays. As long as they trade off each other well, they shouldn't have any problems. I think I put them as slight favorites coming to this one, just based off the way they play. They seem pretty consistent, and as long as they have Viper lineups, I'm just kidding. They probably won't have Viper lineups in Haven, but it should be a good one.
Yeah, Haven being the only map with 3 bomb sites, do you think that's going to have an impact on the way that they play, at least on the defensive side?
Defaults would be a lot more interesting. We've seen Stevo from that one game on Breeze. He used to default into mid. He'd get picked off a lot. I think he's going to have an important role to play here. He's going to be lurking, into garage, into B sites. More out of him, but yeah, for the most part, should be more or less the same.
Works for me. We do have our producer saying here that he has Viper lineups on Haven. So Eric, if you don't, that should be something you'll be working on.
Producers are weirdo.
He says Eric's just bad, which I'd be willing to agree with. Yeah, so running through the roster here for Goo, we have Stevo, of course, who's an immortal. Is it Chui? I don't know how to pronounce Chwe. You might know.
Chewy?
Chewy?
Yeah, Chewy, he's a player for Alpha. He's on a team with Alpha, or with Stevo.
Yeah, and he's an immortal. And then with Vien, who's a diamond. Mindy, who's that incoming student we mentioned earlier, is immortal. And then I forgot who subbed in for Toro. I'm blanking on that. But whoever that is probably similar ranked. So yeah, looks like we're in the match here. Let's see. I guess Goo will be starting on the attacking side. See if they can make their first impression here. Eric, is this a defensive or attacking sided map?
Lately I'd say it's more attacking favored. So
the 3 sites.
Yeah, you definitely expect the attackers to get more rounds, but This is an interesting comp. It's mirror comps, except for the smokes. We have a Brim versus Omen, so should be interesting to see who comes out on top in that.
Also, a rain on the side of Ascendant.
Nitro got a little bit excited, pushed down. I have these defensive crossfires they're holding. Good trades coming out. Attackers, they got their picks. They don't need to force anything right now. They're just going to take their time. Seems like they're going to lean into a C hits with Mindy looking at B. Could be a big impact right here. Just needs to get the timing right.
3 on C though. The plant is going down.
Spike planted.
And Donna on either side. Blind goes out. Ooh, Donna just missed the timing.
Player standing.
Unlucky shooting. Goo's gonna take that first round pretty convincingly, honestly.
Yeah, well played from them. You know, they got their picks on both sides. I don't think I agree with Nitro running down C long like that. You know, giving away a pick. It's not something you want to do. Other than that, defense, they didn't Ascendants. They didn't play that too poorly. They had good crossfires, but they just lost the gunfights. And well done, Goo.
Don't give them
You see
ground.
here a half buy from the attacking side. Oh, there's gonna be some people. Nope, I think Ascendant heard that and backed out. Smokes down. Pretty heavy A pressure here. But that chamber's going, maybe to get a
Might be running into an A stack. I believe there's a shorty down short, so this could be dangerous. Nah, they're not going to challenge it. They're making the smart play here.
Yen finds the first pick.
Ah, just misses the right clicks.
Mindy's hot again.
One enemy remaining.
Flawless round.
It's an eco, so that wasn't too surprising that the win went to Goo, but you'd like Ascendant to be able to take a couple bodies with them. Only 1 kill in 2 rounds. And the chat is heating up already 2 rounds in, so it could be a spicy match.
Oh, this is a grudge match.
Eric, what do you think the odds are here that we get a reset?
It honestly depends who wins the first map. So, if if Ascendants win the first map, I think we're not going to get a reset. But you take it away. We're in for a long one.
Yeah.
And Goo, running it down B.
Take flight.
Yeah, I wonder if you're Ascendants here, you know you have the reset ability. If you drop this first match, I wonder if you just throw the second and take it to the best of 1.
You definitely don't throw the second one. Nah, you never throw matches.
Down and out.
You have to win 2 in a row versus just winning 1. I don't know.
Gun here.
But you have the second chance, right? So if you win the second map, it's like another 50-50, but if you give it away, then all of a sudden you'd only have 1 chance left. So even if you throw away the first map, it's still all good for them. It's not the end of the world. But losing a bonus isn't great. Or rather, winning, losing the buy round. Euphoric, that's a good way to start the round. Finds one. Still have the gun advantage though on Goo. So we go into garage, no one following it, so they're not really taking too much map control, just trying to see where the other guys are, trying to probe them out. Our flank gets caught. And they should know now that A is probably pretty open. And yeah, there's the column. They're going
I
A.
have the spike. Spike drop.
Yeah. Ascendants slow to rotate, keeping one on C. Being said, the Reyna there might find that chamber. Or the opposite, actually.
Oh, right. He's about to get timing.
4v2 and the
left.
bomb is down. Spike's down.
Yeah, if you're Ascendant, you're just trying to do as much damage as you can here.
They don't do much damage. Chewie getting 3.
You know, if you're looking at the sky,
birds.
looking at the birds. It seems like the interview we just did with him gave him a lot of confidence, dropping 6-1 already. Not too bad from him.
Yeah, there you go. Mindy's playing pretty well. Everybody's playing pretty well. Not the start that Ascendant wanted. 3 kills in 4 rounds. This could be a huge stomp.
Yeah, looks like they need a little bit of time to heat up. The break didn't treat them too well.
Yeah, that's my thought, is maybe the break.
Well, good positioning here from Jam Jam. I can't get the
We're able
second.
to get 1.
So far, pretty slow paced rounds. Nothing too crazy happening. Getting ones here and there, trades.
Who's at a man disadvantage for the first time, probably ever. It'd be interesting to see how they react to that.
They throw down smokes into people, they're not doing anything with it. They're still looking for picks, and they don't get the picks. At this point, all they can do is regroup and try to hit something. Seems like they're going to be leaning towards A.
The good thing for them is they'll still have ample economy after this round.
30 seconds left.
Walk into a trap here.
And actually needs to go, or that's Steve, my bad. Steve needs to go big here. Nothing.
That's the
Good
first
swing
convincing
for
round
Ascendant.
we've gotten from Ascendant.
I'm glad to see it. Hopefully they can string a few of these back to back.
Yeah, they're gonna have to reset their econ.
They are so dead.
Chamber op is on B, but if they can quickly rotate to C, it could be dangerous. Seems like they're just gonna be taking it slowly, running for the orb.
I win again.
Nice pick, Yan.
That might
Now with that pick,
happen.
now they have time
Yeah.
to reset. Sneaky little spot, doesn't get scanned by the darts.
So I think A is pretty open.
But not anymore.
But it's still a 4v. Go ahead.
I see a big issue here is that there's not many trades happening. Like a lot of people are taking like solo gun fights. They're not really buddying up, which isn't great gameplay.
I've
Yeah.
got
Oh, he's
a
open.
trail. Found one. Spike planted.
That he's gonna fall. Dog coming out.
Seek them out. Last player
unlucky.
standing.
Yes, that's not happening. That 4v4 retake just didn't seem like Ascendants had it in them. See, the one thing you lack if you're playing Brim over Omen, you don't have the flash, the near sight from the Omen for the retake on A. And that flash is very, very useful. So maybe they might end up regretting the Brim pick.
Yeah, Euphoric is a big Reyna player I've seen from their matches in comp. So interesting that they put that Reyna in there. Tivo taking a bit of damage.
Yeah, we're seeing more of the same. Just the slow defaults, trying to work any picks they can.
Yeah.
I think this is the time where if you're an Ascendant, you try to like make some aggressive plays on defense because you know they are slow defaulting. You can probably catch someone off guard. Nobody gets a pick though. They have all the info. They know exactly where they are.
Launching smoke.
Yeah, with a collateral double spray down.
That kills every advantage Ascendant had.
Viens should be good for another one here.
Last player standing.
Stim beacon down.
Almost good for 4.
Spike planted.
We got a Brim with a Stimmy and a Dream.
Dog's out, so they know where he is. Oof. Chewie just gonna finish him off.
Unwinnable. Again, this is the problem with the defaulting like this on defense. You're giving them so much space to work with. They knew exactly where the Goo team was, but they didn't do anything with that information. They just like let Goo do whatever they wanted to with that space.
Yeah, and then got finished off pretty quickly, and any adventure they had was gone. So now Ascendants in bad econ again, and Goo has pretty much enough econ for the rest of the half.
Yeah, at this point, if you're Ascendant, you're trying to get like maybe 4 or 5 on this half. It's gonna be difficult. Being said, before it's a big opening there.
Yeah. I don't know if they can go collect that gun though. Oh, another pick.
Jim just missing the shots. So it gets it there through the box. Well, surely they don't find a way to throw this one or this round away.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, they're playing so safe on defense. They're not really taking any control. They're just letting you walk into them, and they get punished.
Yep. And Euphoric here really needs to hold their ground.
Teleport's ready.
Now, one shot is all it takes to finish off Bien, but he's not going to risk it. He's out of there.
Left. Spike planted.
Pull cat.
2v2 on site here. He's one. I don't think we saw the Reyna though.
Pull cat.
They know Sky's long. They don't know where the chamber
One
is.
enemy remaining.
Timing is
trades.
perfect. That makes it 2 for Ascendant.
Thrifty.
That's a 50 round too from Ascended, so that's actually very big. Again, I'm not happy with the way they're playing super passively on defense, but if they're getting the picks, they're getting the trades, they play disciplined, they should be able to come away with a few more rounds.
Yeah, my thought is,
And if you're,
are they going to play that way though?
I don't know. Goo knows that Ascendants are playing super default now. I think the right call would be to like fast execute a side, which they might try to do here. Nice, smokes are down there. They're sending us. Good Molly.
Here, I've got your trail.
Let the Omen TP behind them.
Nowhere to run.
C defense just falls apart.
Yeah.
Somehow getting the trades though.
3v2 with the spike down again. Oh, yeah,
Where it goes down.
Last player standing.
Jam
Trace
and
my
nobody
Ascendant.
finished it off.
I'm surprised no one was able to trade that Omen, the TP back plat. You shouldn't be able to get away with that. On the other hand, I'm surprised that Gu tried to force it through all the util that they dumped on, the defenders dumped into the choke.
Need a drop.
Bit of a weird round, but a huge round for Ascendants. 1 or 2 more, and they're looking pretty good for defense.
That works. Teleport's ready.
Oh, I'd love to see the aggression from Jam there. Cheeky little sky flash into pick. I like this now. Instead of changing it up, they're finally starting to take more control. We're still probing on A. Haven't decided where they want to go.
Yeah. At least there's some setups around the map trying to hopefully collect for some info. Spike has been picked up and is on the way to A.
Oh, good spot from Daki.
Ducky.
Jim steals the kills though on a 3K.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
You know exactly where Puck is. Nobody gets the kill on Puck. And all of a sudden, Ascendant has shifted the momentum back in their favor.
Yeah, considering we started as a 6-1 and now it's a 6-4. With, you know, Goo's econ not looking particularly great. I think this is their probably last full buy, so they make or break for whether or not they'll.
Yeah, if they lose this round,
have.
losing this round is gonna be pretty rough. Because you want to be getting 6 is bare minimum, right? On attack, but you want to be looking for like 7 or 8 ideally.
Yeah.
Potential C-split here. Steve though going in by himself. No one to support him. Yes, frag. No refrag on him.
Yeah, a bit of a throw there. Might be getting desperate though.
Again though, finds his own.
All set up.
Omen's C long though.
Yeah, Nosa's running spawn. If you can get the timing on him, get the pick, this is very good round. He does find him. Turn that 4v2 back into a 2v2. Even playing ground.
Cover going out.
Spike planted.
That should just
Retake
know he's
the
in
place
heaven.
of it, though.
Is he gonna check he's not gonna clear it?
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, and he made a lot of noise too.
I've seen his gun there. Oh,
Hey,
How did it not get seen?
a Vian with an ace. Huge round.
Interview
last
difference.
round in the half.
Yeah, that's not a round you want to throw away if you're Ascendants. You know, up 4v2, then losing like that hurts
Yeah.
the mental a little bit.
Yeah, especially when you're throwing away kills or deaths like that, making noise, running up and not checking.
Well, this isn't going to be a terrible half for either side. If Ascendants can pick up this last round, then I say we're looking at a very even game.
Mm-hmm.
Cover going out.
And good option to just full Ascended A. Nice right click from Stevo.
I've got your trail.
And Mandy's good for her own.
I can't see Ascendant pulling this one back.
Launching smoke.
Maybe two. They're jet
Last
below
player
two.
standing.
Oh no, nobody gets caught out with his molly.
Ooh.
That just says nice. Could go huge here. Oh,
Could.
doesn't connect the last shots. Oh, I guess the right click head. That's actually unfortunate for him. It is a feels
Another kind of
bad.
health left. 40
Switching
maybe
sides.
HP combined the two.
Very close round. Well, I'm sure Gu are going to feel a little bit more comfortable coming into this half. But if Ascendant take the pistol, it's very workable for them. So still got a very close, potentially close game here. Yeah, on 17 and 8, what a game from him.
Yeah.
At this point, I'd expect a little bit more from Ducky because she was one of the highlight
That's
players
really the
from.
Ducky play. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ducky's very much underperforming compared to last game where I'd say she was the hard carry.
Yeah, we definitely need a few
She's
step ups.
Yep.
And B's open. They're just gonna run in there and plant the bomb. Okay. Steve gets traded out on the flank.
Right here.
Chewy, they saw his gun. Euphoric knows. Somehow
Loses the
Chewy
gun
gets
battle
traded.
anyway.
Yeah. Well, I just know there's a second one. Alright, back-to-back trades coming out.
One enemy remain. One enemy remaining.
Dang. Fucking
Somehow down to a 1v1. He knows he's not a pro, he doesn't stick it.
And there's the win. Dies, but it's still round, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's a surprisingly close round. I actually like the full rush B. No, that's a pretty common tactic on pistol rounds. They full scented. And it was well played. They got the trades in the end.
So Ascendant live another day. I think if they had lost that, it would have been very difficult recovery.
Very, very difficult mountain to climb. Sivo gets away with one with a shorty. They're not going to be able to hold down this A site. Unless Vienne keeps getting those headhunter kills.
Euphoric with the 2 there.
Yeah, this turned to a bit of a scrappy round for Ascendants.
Launching smoke.
Ideally, they don't lose any more guns.
One enemy remaining.
And there's a
And
cleanup.
they don't. Euphoric with the 3k that round.
So here's a quick little prediction. If Ascendants can win this bonus round, I think they're going to just have too much momentum shift, and they're going to come away with this win. What are you
It's
thinking?
possible. That's kind of what happened last round, or last
That's a
half,
good spot.
where Goo got off to a really hot start. So it could be... I think Goo has the mental to
Spike
bring
drop.
this back. I don't know if Ascendant can... I don't know.
Can maintain
Who
this.
knows? Yeah.
Spike.
Spike down. C.
Oh,
One enemy remaining.
Yeah.
I like the full sense C. Seems like they weren't really trying to win that as much as they were trying to just get onto site and maybe get a bomb plant. Goo, up to 9. Very big round for them.
Yeah, I think this is maybe done.
Here.
I would love to be incorrect. I'd love for Ascendants to pull this back and make
Get
it
out of
close.
my way.
But
It's a gun round. If they can pull this one off, I think it's still very close, still in the balance. I like this
I'm
one. They're
guessing
not.
like 13.
Yeah, Ascendants.
8.
Ascendants here aren't forcing anything right now. They're taking it slower. I like this. Now they're speeding up. They're aware of this crossfire.
Hawk out.
Enemy coming.
Good pick from Jim Jam.
The Jim Jim's low, so that's a worry.
So now they're in a bit of a pickle. They've made themselves basically stuck in A. They can't go anywhere. There could be a flank right now. There is a flank, pulling flank. If Nitro gets caught out here, yeah, now we have a real
That's
problem.
not good. Yeah, especially Mini taking out Euphoric.
One enemy
Mini's
remaining.
caught with his knife out.
Spike
Somehow
down
this stays
A.
alive.
So a man advantage
30
falls
seconds
down
left.
into nothingness very quickly.
Yeah, that's the big problem. If you're gonna 5 commits, if you're gonna hit 5 to one side, you can't just stop. If you stop, you're gonna like lose all of map control. The other team's gonna know exactly where you are. You can't do anything at that point. So ideally, they should have had one person lurking either garage or C or somewhere just to have presence elsewhere on the map. Otherwise, they should just commit to the 5-minute rush once they got the first pick, and they did neither. So that was the downfall of the round.
Now it's a weird buy again for Ascendants. So it should probably be an 11th for Goo, all things said.
Here. Scout destroyed.
Enemy mark.
I was onto the seaside. Oh, I got the first 2 frags.
Yikes.
Look at the aggression finally paid off.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised by how they played that.
I'm a bit shocked that Guru just... They didn't really dump any util at them, they just sort of let them funnel in.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
You will get straighted out. Mindy good for 1.
Hawk out.
Mindy could clutch this. Wow, Mindy.
Not when you're getting swung.
Yeah.
Okay, just when you thought the game was, sort of leaning into Goo's favor, Ascendants, they brought it back. And this is a full, like an all-out commit from both teams now.
I think if the winner's going to be if Mindy heats up or if Ducky heats up. I think both teams are just playing very
Hawk out.
passively. I don't know.
Interesting smoke. Go it high, have it land low.
Found one. Hawk out.
This is gonna be a spool on send B.
Found one.
Puck gets cut out.
Headshot. Seek them out.
Don't think I agree with pushing smokes like that.
Last player standing. One enemy
1v1 to
remaining.
finish it off.
Spike down mid.
Ooh, Euphoric able to clutch it up. And get the plant, maybe? Oh, yes.
That was a very chaotic round. A bunch of trades happening. Not much discipline on either end. Just players pushing through smokes, running at each other, throwing util out in hand. Very chaotic, but Ascendants, they came out on top, so maybe they thrive in chaos. Maybe we need to see more of that out of them.
Yeah. When they fall
They can win this round. They can win this round and reset the economy, so actually very big right here.
Jam Jam with a pick.
Molly.
Trade at least.
Last player standing.
Yeah, this B aggression is just a
Yen
bit
is-
too much for Coog.
Spike planted.
Yes, maybe Ascendants have figured out that the aggression is favors them.
Just don't be scared, you know, put on your big boy pants and full send this.
Hey. All set up.
Oh, Whiff's coming out. I think it's traded.
Not quite.
I don't think I've seen any saves today at all. Yeah.
No, I don't think I have either. Yeah.
So these teams, they're just sending it. Euphoric finally starting to wake up a little bit. Jam though. 21 and 14, having a great game right now.
Yeah.
This time they're opting to go a little bit slower. I'd love to see a sky dog right here. There you go.
Begins. Blocking sight.
Oh, cheeky spot from Puck.
I've got your trail.
Spike planted.
See him? Takes out Jam. Quick retake happening.
One enemy
So
remaining.
GV2. Oh. A very quick retake from Goo.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
Yeah, nice shots right here from Mindy and Chewy, cleaning it up. Again, Ascendants, they just need a full send it, I feel like. The 5-man sending was working way better. Either they kind of split up from, you know, from Garage and C-Long. They didn't really have the trades and ended up getting punished. Couldn't win the trades, or couldn't refrag each other.
You want to play? Let's play. Shadows traveling.
Puck, playing with a judge in the smoke.
Time to hunt.
He doesn't get spotted. Well, this might be huge from him. Gets one, gets two. Good for 3. He's being disciplined, doesn't want to go for more. And just like that, if your Skydive doesn't clear exactly everywhere you need to, especially in the smoke, then you get punished and the ground's gone just like that. I don't see a way that Ascendants can bring this around.
One enemy remaining.
They found my trap.
Lucky good for 1, can't get any more. It seems as though my
Match
co-caster may have died, so right now it's just me and you guys. Nice flick with the judge. Don't get to say that often. Alright, we're up to 12. Ascendants forced on still a decent buy, not terrible. 1 Spectre, 4 guns. Could be worse.
Night, night.
They're down 2 men now. Ascendants, they need to find a way to work a pick. This is a repeat of one of the earlier rounds. They just get stuck outside A, no map control. It's going to be very difficult for them to get anything out of this. But it's make or break it. Gotta find a way to win this round.
Feeling sight. Last player standing.
Two of them going down. It's going to be it.
Flawless.
Jam, no chance.
Defenders win.
Well played from Goo. Ascendants, no chance at the end.
Yeah, an unfortunate end there. Sorry, I DC'd for a bit. My power went out. But 13-9 finish for Team Goo is going to put Ascendants on the back foot going into round 2. This is a best of 3, but a possible reset would bring a best of 1 afterwards. So we're in for at least 2 more matches. At least two more maps. The next map will be Icebox, which is one that we just saw Goo dominate Premier on. No, Melee on. So we'll see if they're able to carry that momentum. It could just be an Ascendants 0-2 here, but we'll be going to break real quick, and then we'll be back for Icebox. All right, so after what felt like forever, we're going into map 2, which is, if I remember correctly, Icebox. It's been so long that I've forgotten. But yeah, it is Icebox. Goo will be defending first. We do have a sub in for Ascendants. Nitrum is out and the Koi is in, not regular Koi. This is the Koi. So we will not be having a Koi carry. But Eric, what do you think about that sub? Do you think that's going to improve their morale or kind of decrease their overall effort?
I know both of those players. I think it's pretty like for like. They're not going to lose too much, not going to gain anything. I think Decoy might be more of a flex player, better flex player than Nitrum, because Nitrum is more of a duelist, like Jet kind of player. So interesting to see how they adapt with that. But overall, I think it should still be more or less the same. You know, nothing should go terribly wrong.
Yeah. But regardless, this is map 2 of a best of 3. If Goo wins this one, then it'll bracket reset Ascendants, and it'll go to a best of 1 to finish it off. If Ascendants win this one, it'll go to a third map, and then if they win that, they win. If they lose that, it goes to the best of 1. So regardless, it's looking likely like we're going to be going to that best of 1. Eric, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win this second map of Icebox that we've already seen Goo destroy Cute Melee on?
I think Goo, honestly. They have the momentum right now, and I don't think they're gonna throw this away.
Perfect. And yeah, I'd probably agree. And do you think that best of 3, if it does go the way of Goo, do you think there's any chance that Ascendants breaks that or wins that best of 1 afterwards in order to finish off in first place instead of losing the bracket reset, then losing the ultimate grand finals?
Yeah, that's a bit tricky, because if you lose this BO3, on one side, you know, you have a BO1 right here, but then another, your mental's kind of, you know, shattered because you just lost 2 maps in a row to a team that you beat earlier. So I can't really say what's going to happen, but if Goo were to lose this one, then it'd make things very interesting coming into the third map.
Well, we are in here. What you thinking about these comps?
We got a double duelist comp coming out of Ascendants, a little bit different than we've seen before. Actually, I'm not sure what they played in Icebox. I can't really recall what they played on the last time they played. Goo, doing the exact same thing, double controller, no duelist. So again, very defense heavy comp.
And on the perspective of Ducky here, and we saw Ducky was a little quiet last map after being pretty dominant in our first match against Goo. Who do you think is going to be the make or break player in this?
Spike down
match?
A. Last player standing.
Yeah, I'm going to put Decoy in the spots. Quick cleanup from Goo. Yeah, let's put Decoy in the spots. I expect some, you know, expect things out of him. He's a pretty good player and he could have a good impact. I've never seen him play Viper before in this map, but yeah.
Yeah, well, this is now the third map in a row that Mindy is starting very hot off on. 2 kills that last round. see if they're able to shut down Mindy in any capacity.
Yeah, this map right here is Mindy's playbox. Yeah, what's it called, her playbox, whatever. Her icebox playbox. Can't speak.
Yeah.
Definitely way better than Breeze.
Mindy had 10 in the first 3 rounds last game, and of course that was a pretty dominant performance, but maybe we can see a similar performance out of Mindy this round.
Seems we're going to have 4 towards B here. Just the one solo lurk on A. Should be straightforward. Oh, maybe not so straightforward. Jam Jam getting the first one.
Yeah, Jam Jam should not have been winning that one.
This one's just been flipped over its head.
Yeah.
Spike down B.
Like it. I believe Ascendents have 1 gun in possession.
Last player standing.
Mindy gets caught.
Thrifty.
Just like that.
Okay, Jam Jam with the 3K. And the plant's going down.
Huge flick with that deagle in the first pick. That one really just turned that round around.
Jam Jam was fairly quiet last round, so maybe them waking up might be enough.
Yeah, maybe that's what they needed.
There.
I'm glad to see it though, because mental might have been kind of down after losing that previous map, and then losing pistol is not great following that. But winning a 30, you can't really get much better than that.
Spraying through the smoke.
I'm scared for Ascendants.
Spike down A.
What? Hi, there's no smoke. Not going to find anything. Ascendants need to be careful here because Goo has a very solid A hold on Icebox.
Yeah, but especially being a man down.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
I don't think so.
Donna, clutch up.
Thrifty.
I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but Ascendants did not heed my advice at all. They just ran right into the A side, and Goo, they know how to play the A side. They punished them even with Eagles and Sheriffs in hand. Very unorthodox start to the game. 2 30s back to back.
Yeah. And yeah, I feel like neither team played that particularly poorly. It was just, I don't know, it happened.
I think Ascendants needed to pull out of there once they get picked off. It's sloppy from them.
Maybe a little bit of overconfidence from the round before. Drone not finding anyone.
Toxins, poison orb emitting.
Enemy marked.
Mindy doing a good job stalling out this push. Your side coming in. We're still in a 5v5, but we've been stalled out for a very long time with all this util. And they have nowhere to go. They know they're all towards B, and they just have to find these frags, and they will find 2.
Nobody is still chugging along.
He's got to find his size to play off, showing us a little bit of discipline.
Spike planted.
This is a route that you expect Goo to win pretty easily, but Ascendants, they're not, you know, it's not very standard gameplay.
One enemy remaining.
Should we guess one, guess straight, I guess 2.
One enemy remaining.
Don in a very strong position. Oh, Don almost
Couldn't
gets
quite
him.
get it. DN at 50 or half health.
What should have been an easy round for Goo turned out to a very difficult round. And a very expensive round as well.
The only reason it was saved was on a 4K from Was it Chewy? I think.
Yeah, from Chewy. Chewy had very large, very big impact frags there.
That works. That's a good spot.
Puck though, sitting on 7 assists. Not too bad for an Omen.
Eric is an Omen player.
Omen player, just not on this map. Unfortunately, yeah. This alien's scary because we know how good Goo can hold it.
Take flight.
Seems like they're gonna try to lean out, find the picks elsewhere.
Ascendant has gotten both of. Ascendant got their win on B, right? And then they got close last round with B again.
Yeah. We haven't seen anything in mid out of either of these teams.
Toxin screen down.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah, looks like they're still leaning to this A hit. Actually, a lot of damage done and get the first pick.
There.
Ooh, he just saw his gun and gets out with his life. Indeed, can't land the right clicks.
30 seconds left. Stand down.
No, catches one, knife out, gets caught himself.
So it's just the Sova left that's just outside the site. Chewy, I don't know how to get pulled off. Yeah, there's just bullets flying everywhere.
We get a third thrifty of the game. We're only 5 rounds in.
Yeah.
It seems like neither team wants to win, but at the same time, neither team wants to lose.
Yeah, I wonder if there's if Ascendants has kind of lost a little bit of their confidence after last match, and if they're a little scared to push too far now.
But you could say that, but at the same time, they're winning. They won 2 thrifty rounds already,
Standing ahead.
which shows that they're still in this game mentally.
For sure. I think having the Koi come in might have been a mental reset enough, having a new perspective, a new player, new hope, I guess.
Out of charges.
Chewy tags one, can't find the kill.
Yeah. Fuck. Traded out. Decoy gets traded out after. 3v3, pretty much back to square one.
Yeah, this is a bit awkward now. Ascendants don't want to get thrifted again.
Shock dart.
Scanning ahead.
Nice shot from Jam. Should have no issues closing out this round, as long as they don't give away anything for free. Before though, playing with fire. Playing with a lot of fire actually. Yeah, decides to back out of there.
30 seconds left.
And the Ascendants make that pretty quick work.
We finally had a somewhat normal round this game.
Yeah.
A gift.
Interesting enough, that chamber trip is near useless because they have Goo has 2 smokes. So if the Omen chose to, he could easily just smoke it off and flank every round. We haven't seen much flanking happening so far though, so I'd like to see a little bit more.
Nowhere to run.
Maybe I'm gonna spray through that wall there, but not connect to anything. Donna with the first pick on the end.
And they're just gonna send it now. They got the pick. They know side's probably gonna be free. Getting a little bit. Oh, nope. Catches him up. It's strange to stay up there after getting 2.
Work with the op. Seeing down long. But I don't think anybody's gonna show up there. We don't have anything. Ooh.
Maybe finds the Viper.
What? Ascendants still take it out. 4v3. 4-2-3, sorry. And the Ascendants are trying to bring us to a map 3, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a very common problem with these teams. That last round, I'm not sure exactly who got. I think it was a Sage. Sage pushed up B long and got picked. We've seen a lot of this happening where one player tries to find a pick themselves and they get picked off, and then you're just at deficits.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's really
yeah,
difficult
it's
to
not,
recover from that.
Exactly. So hopefully they start to play a little bit more discipline going to these next rounds. Again, finds one.
No.
He wasn't ready for Jam Jam there. Gets two.
Jam Jam gets 2, yeah.
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Spike planted.
We're about to see another 50.
Last player standing.
Guess not.
But
it's a win
I could
for
be
Goo.
wrong. I could be wrong, but I think Goo was on a either half buy or they might have been saving that round. Yeah, they were.
You were right.
Another 50.
54, is it?
I believe that's the 5th 50 actually.
Wow.
4th or 5th. You usually don't have any 50s in a game. Here we have like you can barely count them on one hand.
Yeah. With at least another, what, 9 more rounds, I'm sure there'll be another 50.
Yeah. We're not even done with the first half.
Yeah.
You want to play? Let's play.
In defense, opting for the same defaults. Sage Shores B. The Viper all set up an A.
Out of charges.
Evo gonna get the first pick there. The Ascendants are pushing in quite aggressively.
Yeah, this is a big problem. If they don't get the first pick, they just get stuck. They don't really know what to do.
Yeah. If you were the IGL in this position, what would you do?
Knowing that we're stuck here at this point, I would just call for the commits, which they're probably going to end up trying to commit to this. Yeah, they're coming in.
We get a pick there.
You need to go faster though.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Versus 3.
Oh, I can't get her one.
And there we go.
Yeah, when you're in that situation, you're all stuck. You have to commit either sending it or back out of there. Again, backing out is difficult because you don't have any map control elsewhere. You know, you're kind of you're choking yourselves off in that position. You're suffocating. You either commit to it or you don't.
Let's choke them. Don't get in my way.
I believe that's a Viper ult on A. Yeah, no way they committed this.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay,
the back
you
out
for it?
is coming up.
Mad lad?
Player standing. Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Evo just too good.
Long.
Jam Jam not able to do any damage there.
Ascendants lost their cool over there. I'm not sure if I like you for just dashing into the Viper pit like that. A bit of a throw on his end. I don't know, if you're Ascendants, like, mental was a bit rough right now. Like, what do you do?
Here.
Get out of my
Heavy
way!
push towards A again. Only one on site this time,
Spike
but
dropped.
Sova needed to rotate over.
If they're doing this, they need to send it. They can't stall it out anymore.
Yeah, as you
scared
said,
they're gonna
out
stall
there.
again.
They are. We're gonna go for it at least.
Oh,
One on C, though.
nice pick. 1 HP on the Viper.
Get out of my way.
Boy, he finally closes him out.
Yeah, the boy pushed in quite far there. Ooh. Gonna
He
go
gets
down.
one with his ult.
The Hunter's Fury.
Spike planted.
This is what we want to see from Ascendents. We didn't want to see any more scary gameplay. The full 5-man push finally happened, and it was successful.
Yeah. Now they can sit back and play
Last
passive if
player
they want to.
standing.
Oh no.
Barrier created.
And then they just collapse like that.
Yeah, it was fine once the initial aggression was fine taking the side, but afterwards they needed to calm down, play the trades off each other.
Last round.
They're holding
before the
angles.
switch.
They didn't have any crossfires on their angles. So post plans was pretty poor from them. Look at Chewy though, 16-7, having a great game. This will be the last round of the half, so Ascendents, they're gonna put all their money into this.
So do you think if Goo win this here, is it pretty much map over?
They win this round. It's not necessarily map over, but it's gonna be difficult. Like an A4, it's not the end of the world. Ascendants obviously would prefer to get 5 here if they can. That's a good way to start off. Donna gets 1.
Welcome to my world.
Don't agree with that Viper ult placement. But maybe you know something I don't.
Great, not gonna find anything.
Oh, that's a huge value dart.
Ooh,
One
Yeah.
enemy remaining. Spike down A.
really unlucky
It is done.
find there.
I
Gonna
think
be
Chewy
8-4.
is...
Switching
Chewy here is a
sides.
highlight player. His util has been very strong, and his fragging potential is now weaker. A little luck there with the spam. Well played from Chewy.
Yeah, Chewy is the difference maker in this half.
Yeah,
at least.
19-7 on the Sova. Very impressive.
Yeah, true. You gotta consider that as Sova too. Not necessarily a high frag agent by trade.
Yeah. I mean, with a
I wonder
no
if we'll
duelist
see-
comp... Sorry?
Go ahead. You,
With a no duelist comp, you kind of need other players to step up and take, the fragging, I guess take over the frags. You'd think Steve would do it since the Chamber is one of the high frag agents, but no, it's Chewy.
yeah, I wonder if we'll get one of the players to kind of step up to that Chewy level on the Ascendant side. I wonder if that would make a difference if we were able to get like a high frag or...
Oh, if there's anyone, Donna can do it.
Spike
Yes,
down
3.
B. Last player standing.
3 headshots, mind you, with the headhunter.
Three down.
Mini down to 1v4, can't do anything. Jam cleans it up.
Yeah, Donna's now 12-12, which is not how she was performing in the first match against Goo, but overall not a bad performance.
Yeah, she can keep getting 3 Ks like that. I don't think anybody will be complaining on her team.
Yep. And Jam's playing pretty well themselves. Finishes off the 2K there. 13-8. See here. Looks like full B rush, but fairly slow.
Enemy tag.
Gonna spot out. Chamber there.
And no, Donna's stuck here. She needs some help.
That's
one reloads prematurely. That was.
Yeah.
Toxin screen down.
Still, Ascendants with the gun advantage should be fine this round, as long as they play disciplined. Not very much map control from Goo. Just sitting back in B, hoping that Ascendants give them a free pick, but it's not happening. Eventually the clock's going to run down. They're going to be forced into this B hits, where the Ascendants have the better guns. Should be a shutdown.
I'm
30 seconds left.
Goo is playing so passively, with only 30 seconds left. There we go with the
Finally coming in.
aggressive rush.
Didn't quite kill the bomb planter, but got a lot of damage out. 4v4, but 2 players in Goo have very low HP.
Enemy tag. Enemy.
Spots 1. You know there has to be at least 1 yellow.
One enemy remaining.
Minji, 1v3. Cannot pull it off with the right click.
You're not gonna get it.
That was surprisingly close.
Yeah.
Ascendants took a few too many gambles for comfort there. But overall, got it done.
Yeah, able to squeak it out. I think the difference here is that Chewy's been pretty quiet. We don't see some initial frags here. Looks like they struggle a bit in the mid to end game.
Maybe Chewy's just defense sided.
True.
You want to see a player like Euphoric on the Jets step up and start getting picks, and maybe this will be the round where we finally see it. That would be Gem getting the first pick.
Enemy tag.
Gem with 2 finally gets traded out.
Ooh, Chewy not able to transfer or not able to spray that down.
Good flank on her. Good for 2. Not good for 3, but she did her job. Good enough.
Yep, nobody finished it off Chewy.
See, this is what I wanted Goo to do another half. You know, hold A control and have the flank, and we finally get the flank out of Ascendants.
Yeah.
Jam, 16 Donna on 15. 31 kills combined from those 2 players.
I'll take everything.
We're starting to see a lot of the Goo players go negative in KD. Considering how much of an advantage they had when they were on the defensive side, that may not be a particularly good sign for the next couple rounds.
Yeah, confidence might be going down after getting shut down those last few rounds. I like that they're opting for more of a default here. They're going slower.
Shadows traveling.
Hawk here, fighting Jam. Almost gets sprayed down. He's done now.
Donna with these.
Stevo can't quite line up the shot, but Vian helps him out.
Spike planted.
Quite with a cheeky molly. Nice flash.
One enemy remaining.
Good cleanup.
And Ascendants is left with 4 players. Their econ
To be fair to
is
Goo,
getting even stronger.
it wasn't a terrible round because they got bombed down, and whenever you're on a thrift team, that is your main goal, is to get the bomb down. So they shouldn't be complaining too much. But they're down to 8-8 now, so a bit of a scary scoreline.
Yeah, 4 in a row for Ascendants to start off this half.
Chewy needs to motivate his teammates.
After the 4th round on the first half, it switched to the other side, so might be writings on the wall for Goo to get a couple rounds here.
Yeah, maybe get a 30. Not this round though. Taking it very slow this time, not pushing up anywhere. Just holding map control. We're going to see what Ascendants do. There might be a timing happening over there in B main.
Yeah. They're gonna avoid each other again somehow.
Oh, Mindy had to have heard that.
Yeah.
Revealing area.
See, we're finally getting a first blood for Goo.
Not quite close enough to nobody to do any damage there.
Expect a classic get hit now, but they have the man advantage. See what gets
Yeah,
one.
Goo
Good
just
follows
winning all
up.
these fights.
Last player standing.
Money should be fine for Ascendants, so getting some exits here is probably the move. Getting 0 exits though, not great.
Yeah.
They should be fine economically. It's actually really good for Goo that they were able to survive with all players because they don't have to rebuy into this. And if they were to lose this round, they still have a buy coming to the next round. So money has been evened out a little bit between these two teams.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall. Goo did get that 5th round, just similar to how Ascendants got the 5th round earlier.
Sounds like we got a bit of a tech pause going on.
I think, yes, it was one of the top players on one of the teams. Their ping was going crazy. Wasn't sure if it would be best to point it out, but yeah. Jam Jam. I think it's having ping issues. But yeah, 9-8. Goo is in a weird position right now where I think they have to probably string a couple together in order to have a good chance, but I feel like this is probably Ascendants to lose.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it's great for Goo that they were able to survive with a flawless last round because their money should be fine going to at least the next round after this. Ascendants still have the momentum though, at least mentally. So I'd expect them to be able to win this one and carry it over. But we'll see.
Yeah.
So how's your day going, Alex?
It's not too bad. I was just thinking, like, if this is a tech issue, there's no way it's a hardware issue because all these players are using Corsair equipment, I would have to guess, because Corsair is the best equipment.
Of course. So obviously Jam Jam doesn't have Corsair.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you can get Corsair Wi-Fi, but if you could, then Jam Jam obviously doesn't have it.
Unfortunate for him.
Yeah. We're seeing, once again, some more good gameplay out of... I'm blanking. I don't remember. Mindy, I think, right?
The Viper?
Yeah, Mindy. The upcoming student. We're seeing some good gameplay out of Mindy again. So, I don't know.
Oh, we're live.
Mindy will be interested in joining one of the rosters.
Oh, I can surely convince them.
Yeah.
Good. Another slow default. Not trying to force anything. Same thing with Ascendants, they're just sitting back. Both teams are sitting back. It's a fairly close game, so they don't really want to give this round away.
Yeah.
Forward gets the first pick. Jam follows up on Stevo. And now they have to go B. They're forced into this. They can't go anywhere else. The Ascendents know where they're playing. I don't see a way of them getting anything out of this round.
Yeah. I think they really needed to string this one together.
30 seconds
But
left.
you never know. There's still 2 players left. Anything?
One enemy remaining.
Maybe not with Donna on the opposing team.
Donna's potentially on a 3K here.
Get that interview difference. Nope. E4 gonna finish off the end. 9-9, all tied up.
And 9-9, this is Ascendants. Sorry, this is Goo's last decent buy round. They're gonna have to say after this. If they lose this, still looking at a 9-11 and pretty uphill battle. At the moment, I say Ascendants should be feeling pretty good about themselves. It's a little bit different. We see 4 towards A main from Goo. 5 even. Oh, E4 gets caught out.
Yeah. Chaos on A site. Ian planting.
Evo overextending just a little bit there.
To my world.
But Viper should secure the round. Before though, not impossible, especially if you can, turn into a 3v3, just like Donna should have done. And you find this Viper though.
Last player.
Oh, nice flick, Koi.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, Koi, what are you doing? Koi's on a 3. Other players, 1 HP, gets a 3.
My.
Huge clutch coming out of the Koi. That's what the team needed. That's gonna put Goo on a very bad money coming to the next round.
Boy difference, just slightly different.
This first flick on the Viper is actually huge. Viper pick goes down, he gets a second, and this third should be pretty easy because he's low on HP and he gets it.
I mean, he
Big round from
the
Decoy.
defuse as well.
It's a round you don't want to be losing if you're Goo. Now, it seems like they're going to force into this
You
with
want to play? Let's play.
Chamber Op and Bulldogs. Still a few guns though. But losing this would probably be the nail in the coffin for them.
Spike down.
And nobody
A.
gets the first one. Not a great start for Goo.
Scanning ahead.
We got a familiar situation here. Goo stuck in a main. Only difference here though, Stevo, he's actually holding the mid flank, so not a full loss of map control. They can still work with this. But down a man, it's going to be difficult.
Thirty seconds left.
Toxins going up.
Jim gets another. Stevo whiffs his shots. Nobody picks him off. We're finally getting the trade. 3-4 cleans him up.
Another pretty convincing
There you
round
go.
from Ascendents there. Make it 11.
Yeah, after they got that first pick, again, it just seemed like they were stuck. They didn't know what to do. They just sat back. Once they finally wins, Ascendants are ready. They're sitting back. They just walk into the crossroads and it's GG. Now, They're gonna have a really bad buy. I mean, half armor, specters, not one you expect them to win. But we've seen many 30s this game, so this could be another one.
True. Have we seen the 50 this half yet?
No, it's just been Ascendants, Ascendants half.
Yeah. I think with Ascendants,
They know the Omen TP.
E4 just punishes Puck there, but it's still
That's
trade,
a big
so.
pick.
Will not kill my
That's a good pick from Puck because they have the res now and they have the gun, so they have
Yeah.
a decent chance now. We're gonna force Ascendants into an uncomfortable retake, especially if Stevo can pick off Euphoric like that.
Yeah. Jam finishes off Stevo though.
Spike planted.
Good flank coming from him.
Doesn't see much.
They could invest the Viper ult for this retake, but I don't think that's gonna be the play. Koi, nice pick on Vian.
You're gonna get the finish.
Puck whiffs the Spectre Spray. Can't get it halfway.
One enemy remaining. Last player
That's gonna
standing.
be the round. Nothing Jam could do in no time.
Look at all the kills, so it's a econ reset still. They do get the win.
That was a half buy for Goo, so not necessarily
Goo,
50,
Goo.
but you can count that as a 50, at least if you're
Yeah.
Goo.
It was an
It's a
interesting
poor round to
choice
give away for Ascendants.
Yeah, I wonder why they went for the defuse there when they knew the ult was active.
They have to get on the bomb. They have to get on the bomb and force the ult out, but they definitely could have timed it a little bit better with the defuses between the players.
I think
Well, this is a little bit
still has
different.
a pretty good buy.
Yeah. You know there's 1 and 2. Seems like Ascendant's a little bit shell shocked after the last round. They don't really know what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Goo, man, they're just sitting back. They're fine with this. They have the man advantage. I expect them to maybe lean into an A hit here, since that's been their preferred side so far. Yeah, seems like that's just what they're gonna do. This is Mindy's big round. Jim gets 2. Gets 3.
Down A.
You hate to see it if you're on the side of Goo.
30 seconds left.
I'm not sure how I feel about running away like this.
Last player standing.
Oh no.
Well,
Everything just went wrong for Ascendants after Jim got his 3k. Oh, but he's gonna catch
One
Shui.
enemy remaining.
He doesn't know where this last player is. He might have an idea with that plant spot. Oh, he's gonna get shot in the back.
11-11, all tied up.
Jim had an incredible 3k there, but his team just couldn't find any frags. Unfortunate for him. Jim almost on the 30 now.
Yeah, true. Winning so many rounds in a row, though, Ascendants still have econ for at least one more round. I think if they lose this one, though, they'll be in a world of hurt.
Their money, I think they'll be fine because they should have jet knives coming to the next one, and they'll have at least 3 guns, so it won't be too bad. But
Yeah.
this is so having so much momentum. They definitely want to win this, and that's a good way to start off with Donna getting the first one on Puck.
Nobody.
Stevo missing his off
following up.
shots. Corey's finding one for himself. Mini being very patient here.
Ooh.
Cleans out Donna. 2v4, they're gonna have to force into B.
Viper ult is down.
Oh no!
Interesting view we're getting there. Oh.
Slow hits the Sova drone. We're down to a 2v2 somehow.
Stop that.
Last player standing.
What just happened?
Don't get in my way.
The Koi with his
Big
own ult.
counter. That's funny.
Mini's in a very cheeky spot here. Gets wallbanged. Good read from nobody.
Could be just enough time.
I'm surprised that Ramen ended up getting that close.
Yeah, that was
Had no rights. And they had no rights turning that 4v2 into 2v2.
Match point here to bring us to a game 3.
With a slow orb. Jam still. 2 kills off of 30. This could be the round. That's Scoo on a pretty rough guy.
Yeah.
It looks like they're gonna lean into their crutch A hits.
I don't see that Puck teleported behind them.
But he can't do much with the Stinger in that position.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a giveaway.
That's,
Well, they pull off some rotates, so they
advantage.
could lean into. They could possibly lean into a B split here.
Yeah, they'll be facing off against Ducky though. Yep, there's one.
Spike down B.
And Spike is down, yeah.
You don't know about Steve though.
Not a-
He's gonna be the. Steve gets caught too.
One enemy remaining.
Ooh. Oh my.
Okay.
Defenders
No, that's
win.
too good.
Yeah, close game.
That brings it to 1-1 all. I guess that makes sense. With the third map being, what was it, Bind. So which is, we haven't seen Bind today, have we?
No, we haven't. I'm excited. There's gonna be six
That'll be
unique
map
maps today.
6. Yeah. If this goes to a best of 1 bracket reset, I feel like we need to demand Fracture. But yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll 100% demand it.
A very strong finish there from Ascendents. Goo just falling short. A 13-11 though is not too bad at all. I think it was 13-11, right? 13-11, 13-10,
Yeah.
something like that. We will be back in a couple minutes for map 3 Bind. Hopefully Ascendants can squeak it out here, or else we'll go to a best of 1, which would be the 5th map that these two have played together against each other. See you guys in a few minutes. All right, and we're back for map 3, which is Bind of Goo versus Ascendants. Map, of course, I guess the match is split 1-1. Going into Bind, Eric, what do you think is going to change between the two teams?
If we get anything close to what we just had a map 2, we're in for a good time. We haven't seen Bind today though, so great to have the 6th map. Would be ideal if we can go into the final bracket reset map and have a fracture force onto them. Unlikely though. But yeah, going to this map, I think was it Goo that played the Omen Viper on defense? I don't remember. I think it was Goo. If they're playing defense on Bind, we might see like an Astra Viper maybe come out of them. So could see some interesting comps.
Is Astra in current rotations ever?
Sometimes you still see her mixed in with the Viper. It's not super common right now, especially in the comp meta. So unlikely that we see it, but these guys have pulled out some interesting comps so far, so it's possible.
Well, we could always hope for that, and for the sake of, well, I guess Goo wouldn't want this, but for the sake of everybody else, maybe it would be nice if we could have a win here from Ascendants to finish us off early. But I guess predictions Bind, we haven't seen anybody on that. What are your predictions on who's going to win this round?
It's anybody's game, really. Ascendants have a slight mental edge right now because they just won the 2nd map. Yeah, I think Ascendants are slight favorites going to this one, but not by much.
Yeah, I would probably agree with you. That being said, I think with such a fresh map and such a quite a different map from Icebox, it could go back to a Goo win, which would make the series, would make them win this best of 3 2-1, and would tie them up for the day 2-2. But that being said, Ascendants are 2-1 on the day against. Well, I guess Ascendants are 2-1 on the day in general, but they're 2-1 in specific against Goo. So that could, yeah, I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see who steps up this match. We had Donna heating up towards the end of last map, which I think honestly probably could have secured that map for them. And then we started to see Chewy fall off a little bit whenever they moved to offense. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll have any key players there. Who are you looking to kind of lead the way for this one?
I want to see a little bit more out of Mindy. They sort of slowed down towards the later half of Icebox and the defense. If they play Viper on this map, should it be very interesting because we haven't seen Viper in bind. And let's see these comms. Nothing crazy out of them. Feels bad. Yeah, very, very default comms. In Goo, they're running your standard Sky, Brim, Raze, Jets, and Chamber. Other side, Ascendants, you got the Sky, Raze, Chamber, Reyna, and Brim. So almost a mirror comp. Instead of the Reyna though, you're opting for the Jet, which I think is slightly more meta because Jet gives you more opportunities for entering and creating space. Overall, very close comps.
You do know Evo is a big Jet fan. So that doesn't surprise me. Instead, Ascendant's going to lose the first two 1v1s.
Goo just storming their way in. Oh no, Koi! Gets the trade at least.
Taken out by that Roomba. Either 1v4. It's the first, but can't get any more.
Quick, decisive round from Goo. Oh, not this again. At least Koi gets his one before he gets boom botted. I like the short aggression for the defense. Festiva was ready for it with the judge.
I don't think that's how they were expecting that to go down.
No. I think the call was to have Stevo, dash into U-Haul and create space with the judge there. Did not expect a 5-minute rush from the defense into short, but either way, they just made their jobs easier for Goo. I think this might be the round where we see the initial play that they were looking for last round. With Stevo dashing into U-Haul.
Time to hunt.
They're in.
Minus 2 there. Judge battle.
Stevo gets his one and gets blown up though.
The trade.
Cutting their vision. Spike planted.
Oh, we'll go down. I mean, we have decent positioning from Goo. A good flash and good double clear.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Oh no!
Oh.
Euphoric whiffs on Puck.
That was still
That
very
was
strong play
expensive.
by Puck, though. Yeah, good control there by Puck.
A good Spectre spray. If you're Ascendants, that's not one you want to give away.
No, especially not going 3-0 down like that.
Looks like Goo are just favoring the safe side. They're gonna keep going here. I mean, why would they stop? It's working. It's working.
Hawk out.
Aggressive push here. And then
Oh,
right
nobody
after,
gets
so
one.
Nobody's gonna get two.
I believe he was full blind on the second one too.
Wow.
Yes, we thought they'll know about the brim. Vink gets the 2.
Spike down
that,
A.
it's down to 2-2.
This is an awkward round now. They're both low. Both these players are engaged
Last
very
player
well, so they
standing.
can't afford to give anything away. But Vink catches Dawn out.
Mindy.
Last player standing.
Ooh, gonna get popped off by Jam Jam.
This is a very important
And the
secret.
secret guy. Ooh.
Oh, it finally connects.
Jam Jam's gonna get the third.
Clutch.
Yeah, look at that. We have ourselves another 50.
Try me.
Just want to point out that nobody got 2 very important picks with the sheriff early on in shorts.
Here.
Yep.
And those
Made that
really
round
slow down the
possible.
push. Yeah.
Here.
That works.
Don't give them ground.
Oh, it's gonna be a fast rush. Goo.
Such a fast rush there. You get 3 empty entry fries there.
Just like that. There's no one left on the A side.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, what are you doing, Steve-O?
No, Steve-O. Oh well. Ducky gets finished off, but that was pretty messy there.
We haven't seen any tactical timeouts yet. This would be a good time to finally, reset, figure out what they're doing, because their A-hold is really not working out right now. If they don't change it up, they're just gonna keep getting run over.
We haven't seen a single tack this whole
No.
event.
Maybe we should get in there and DM somebody to timeouts.
Yeah.
Teleport ready.
Take your time now. They're gonna be up high. Just jump peeked. Gonna teleport away safely. Ooh, just barely sees a jet there. Not gonna be able to connect though.
This is strange. Euphoric, what are you doing? Well, they know he's in there now. It's a bit of a spooky spot to be in. I believe they're going to be leaning to B execute, but I don't know where Steve-O is.
They're so focused on Euphoric and the TP.
And nobody in Koi picking up
Nobody's
important
solo.
sheriff.
Teleport's ready.
The B hit finally comes out.
Euphoric is still in the TP. Oh, and they forget. Euphoric gets the stinger kill.
I can't quite get the second, but Chewy's down to 7 HP. This is very doable. I think they might have just done VL. Yeah, they did.
Blinded.
Last player standing.
Oh, Chewy, nice shot.
I'm still here, amigo.
And Goo were able to bring it back somehow.
Yeah, very clean shots from Chewy.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
The round started off not too great because they lost 2 towards A. But, I mean, eventually they just have more firepower than Ascendents and Goo closed it out. Lost a few more guns than they would have liked. But they're not going to be complaining too much. They're up 5-1.
Teleport's ready.
Spike down A.
Okay.
Seems like Ascendants finally tried to show some aggression on defense. I don't know about that one, nobody. But good damage onto Chewy.
Yeah, it was an attempt. Let's see. Euphoric versus VN. chamber
They
battle.
should regroup here. Try to get a heal. Again, caught jumping around. Okay.
4v2. They have the spike though, and they're gonna get a little bit of a heal in. They're splitting up. Interesting choice.
$50 seconds to work with. It's not too little time. Yeah, it seems like they got the call. They're going to be leaning towards B.
Grenade!
That's not going to fake anybody.
Thirty seconds left.
When he gets caught out, they now know they're towards B. Should see rotates coming in now.
Ooh,
Before getting spammed.
dinked there pretty hard.
Oh, just finds the timing.
There.
Player standing. Spike down B. 10
Maybe
seconds
blinded.
left.
Not able to finish off. Ascendants pick up their second there.
Very important round for them to keep it competitive. I like what Euphoric was doing there inside. Just barely catches the timing while full blinded. Steve-O should get a drop here unless he's maybe he'll just go for the Blaze Storm instead actually.
Yeah.
So the money is fine,
Get
at
out of my way!
least for the next round after
There
this.
goes the placement.
Nice blind. Oh, but gets traded out.
Fire in the hole!
And gets shredded, but a little bit of damage to somebody.
Again gets caught.
The end loses that. Yeah.
That was a bit ambitious from him.
Last
Went
player
into a
standing.
2v3.
Last player standing.
1v1. Versus Donna.
Oh, Puck just
Donna gets
misses
the
the
win.
headshots.
That'll be 3.
It does looking like a super unwinnable round for Ascendants, but then I think it was Steve-O, might have not Steve-O. Yeah, I think it was Steve-O from Goo that pushed up and gave away a free pick, and then all of a sudden you have you look even out the numbers.
Yeah.
So a little bit of lack of discipline from Goo there. Didn't really want to play the post plant.
Keep up.
Oh, should be the last buy round for Goo, unless they were to win this
Play,
round.
let's play.
Be pressure towards B. The rotate's coming into match it.
A lot of pressure, they're just sending it. Oh, Dono with a collateral. With a 4K to top it off.
No, stop.
Dono, you can't do that.
It makes it 4.
Yeah, save some for the rest of the team.
Yeah. This is the Donna difference, I guess, that we were seeing in their first match against them that made it pretty convincing win. So I wonder if that'll kind of make it seem reasonable for them to take this third map.
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, if Donna can keep it up, keep this pressure, keep these frags up, I think it'll be looking good for this half, especially since Goo's on a save now.
Blinded.
This round should go to 5-5. Another 5-man execute.
Spike down.
Nobody
A.
finds one. Jim finds
One
2.
enemy
Nobody with a
remaining.
second. Jim with his own second. Let's see. You gotta aim for the chest with the judge.
Yeah.
So since they've clawed their way back into the game, 5-1 was looking pretty bad. 5-5, you win this round, make it 7-5. That's a pretty convincing half.
Yeah, is this a defensive or offensive side of the map?
Bind is definitely one of the more defensive sided maps. I think like 9-3 curses are pretty common here. At least personally, I have them a lot in my competitive games.
Yeah.
So of course 7 wouldn't be. It's not great, but 7 is very workable.
Yeah.
Again, another 5-minute rush into A.
Spike down A.
Two flanks coming up from short. Could be huge. Finds one. You don't know that the euphoric is with her. Now they do. Nice shot, euphoric.
One enemy remaining.
Devo's very low here. He needs to line up the headshots. Lines up one. Can he get the second one? Ooh.
Shot difference? Yep.
Donna cleans him up.
It's too good.
Yeah, another round where Goo, they get the opening picks, they have the man advantage, but they just don't play the post line very well.
Last round
they get punished. So all of a sudden, we were looking from a very strong Goose. You know, they started off very strongly. They seemed like they had all the momentum. Ascendants, they've taken that right back, and we're looking at a 7-5 half.
Interesting how we've seen a little bit of a slowdown from the Koi. He did pretty well last game, but it's a little slower now. I wonder.
Look at his B push.
I don't think it'd be.
Yeah, knows. Gets one.
Oh my.
I don't know if he knows about the second, so Euphoric could get a timing on him.
Yeah. But that Sky rotating over, Mindy rotating over might. Oh, no.
He's gonna catch him. Oh, not like that,
no,
Euphoric!
not like that.
Trail.
You gotta hit those. Jam Jam though, he knows how to hit his. He wins out to a 3v3.
Found one.
Jam Jam's on fire.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah,
Ooh,
nice
what a
shots.
snap.
That's two. So this is very, very difficult. If there's anyone that could do it, maybe Jam Jam.
Yep.
I believe he knows where both of them
Player
are.
standing.
Oh, guess. I think this is fourth now? Oh, Jam Jam, what are you doing?
My.
Is that a 4K or an ace? I'm not even sure.
4K, I think.
Mad lad. He had no right turning that one around.
Yeah. That was 1v3
Switching
at one
sides.
point.
Yeah. On one hand, that was a phenomenal play from Jam Jam, but on the other hand, Ascendants, they have to play the crossfire better. You can't be giving away ones like that. Very poor discipline from them. I think it's like now 3 in a row that they lost that they really shouldn't have. So let's see if that affects their mental going into the second half. We're gonna have a 5-man shower push.
Right here.
The thing with these 5-man shower pushes, you either storm the site, get all your frags, or you just get Yuto dumped and you just get flawless by the other team. It's very risky. On at least the one going short. Indy, good for one. Nice traded
Spike
out.
down A. Feeling sight.
That went about as well as you can ask for if you're Ascendants. It's gonna be very difficult to retake for Goo.
One enemy remaining.
Good aggression.
And Ascendants might be trying to push this one to a normal regulation third map finish rather than the bracket reset.
Yeah, they want this series over right now. They don't want to reset this.
You know what, Ascendants? I'm in agreement. I want this done now. It's been a long day.
Forgive me for saying this, but these Ascendants players, they've proved that they may just be the new Ascendant rank when this new act comes out. I'm very sorry for that.
Is there a new Ascendant rank?
This next act, there will be a new rank between Immortal and Diamonds called Ascendants.
Oh. Yeah, honestly, I think most of these people would probably classify in that rank. Oh my.
They're just gonna be... Since they're running good over it now.
Planted.
Yeah. Is there a new map coming out with this new update?
Yeah, there's a map called Pearl. It's currently live on the PBE.
Oh.
And for those who don't know, the PBE is the public development environments. Yeah. Or public beta environment, yes.
Last player standing.
Yeah, and by himself. Has a Spectre and a Dream.
Yeah, and that raises eye in him. Wants a little bit of that.
Yeah,
Ooh,
nothing you
unlucky.
can do. (9-5 half), or rather 9-5 scoreline. Ascendants, if they can win this bonus, I don't see how Goo can get find a way back into this game. It'd be very difficult.
Yeah, they really have to win this
Here.
one here.
So far, both teams have heavily favored towards A, but maybe we get a bit of a mix-up here.
The spike is towards E, but it's pretty central.
Teleport's ready.
Yeah, looking at the defaults right now. Smart move, actually. Donna with a headhunter.
Just too good.
Enemy killed.
Oh my. Just
So you're always having none of that.
Yeah.
Maybe try not to go for too much. Don't overheat, Siva.
Satchel out. Get him.
Oh, Sivo's caught. He has
That's
one
one
full
way to
blind
do
though.
it. 3v3. Jewish and the rest of you are pushed off the
Spike
site
planted.
for now.
Time to
Phones are
No,
off.
normally, in normal gun rounds, this would be a very difficult retake, but considering that the Good have the gun advantage, this is very doable. Just have to choose the right angles. James with a nice
Player
blind.
standing.
Gets second.
Getting a second. Dang, they're just playing out of their minds right now.
If you're a Goo fan right now, you probably sweating bullets. This is looking very difficult now.
Any Goo fans in the chat? We did have a lot of Ascendant fans in the chat earlier, so maybe the Goo fans have gone home.
here.
I guess they don't believe.
Wow, fake fans. You gotta always back your team, even if they throw 8 matches to enter their fate.
Since they're sending it A.
This could just be a complete wipe.
Not yet. Shui gets his one.
No, I was thinking the other way.
Oh,
I think we're just like chilling in no man's land. They backed out now, but they were just kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Ascendants, they got a little bit too excited there. 5-man ran into the side, but then really didn't do much with the space they created. Got traded off, or picked off rather. Don't see how they're going to come back and win this round, but we've seen crazy things out of GM today, so. Well, might be doable. He gets his first. Bomb should go down. He catches Mindy out too. This man's insane.
Spike planted.
I've got your
One
trail.
enemy remaining.
Alright, GM with a dream. Gets a third. He knows where they both are.
Ooh.
He gets crossfire. Can't get any more.
Yeah, you
A ve-
can't blame them for that.
A very valiant effort from him. Alright, you're a goo. You finally stopped the momentum from Ascendants. What now? You just lost 8 rounds. You lost 9 rounds in a row. You finally got one back. You need to keep this up. Donna AFK. Good to see it.
They are so
The meta,
dead.
you gotta AFK for a bit.
Of course. Full buys from both teams. Might see another 5-man push in today.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, they're just going in.
I wonder why, because last time I did this, they got stomped pretty bad.
We get straight out.
Down A.
Spikes being planted. Oh, Donna barely able to get out of there. Chewy.
Last player
Top
standing.
Mindy.
She's coming back and forth. Donna finally gets her
Last player standing.
He gets flanked on by Vienne. Now Vienne's in
Yeah,
1v1. He
nobody.
needs to win. Yeah. Ooh, both players are lit up. And here's nobody.
Ooh. No.
Ha. Nobody playing
not
around with
enough
this food just a
time, I
little
don't
bit
think.
too much. No, he's got time.
Yep. A little greedy.
Clutch.
Yeah, I meant like they didn't stall for enough time.
Yeah. It seemed like Vienna was just playing around. Well, not Vienna. Nobody was, playing with Vienna a bit too much there. You're only up 10-6. You don't want to give away too many of these rounds, otherwise you might get very close. They still got enough for another buy, but this will be the last buy round, so they have to save.
Yeah.
Chewie is outside B with his old showstopper. Could get very messy for Ascendants if they decide to force this. Donna getting Chewie. Gets straight out by Steve. Steve gets his second on the decoy. But nobody trades him out. And then Puck trades out nobody.
One enemy remaining.
Puck gets another one.
Down B.
Just you for it. That's gonna be round 8 for Goo.
Puck just put in some work there. Was pretty quiet throughout the most of the game. But showed up he can play with the Spectre pretty well. If I've ever seen a guy run and gun, I mean that's definitely up there. Very nice Spectre run and gun. Nothing wrong with it. Ascendants forced onto their first save of the half. Devo picks up Donna.
Ascendant's not in a good spot
Almost. Steve was fine. They got the heal. Nobody committing a showstopper.
Probably back commit. This is an eco round that they were already down a person on. Jam.
If you have Jam Jam alive, maybe it's not so bad of a commit. You go, nice shot.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, I again gets one through the
Spike down
smoke.
B.
I really gotta feel bad for Jim there. If Jim just gets the timing past the smoke and out of Stevo's line of sight, they might get a timing, win the round. You know, Stevo gets a nice shot at him and shuts them out. A beautiful shot.
Well, it's 10-8. It's looking like it's possible for either team to win this. But that being said, Goo's 4 in a row now. Kind of make or break here for Ascendants to get get one back, or I don't know if there's much hope for them defending the next couple rounds after that.
Yeah, Gu have completely shifted the momentum. Oh, that is gonna be painful. Just gets out of the brimwolves.
Right here.
Oh, but they're not gonna clear him.
They didn't check.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
Dang. That was a domination 10-10.
I'm surprised they didn't check the close corner. I guess they figured that he must have been out because of the, you know, the what's it called? They heard the blast pack. They probably heard him get out. He went back in there. About the timing.
That's a good spot. Teleport's ready. That's not ready.
Stevo, 21-16. This man's woken up.
Away.
Again, gets this one.
Gets one.
Cutting their vision.
Doesn't check. Mindy gets the second. Jam Jam though. Jam Jam's the only one keeping these rounds close.
Oh, they are going for this round. They want it. Vian gets caught out with his
3-2.
pants down.
Spike planted.
Aka's come
Triple
unseen.
Hall isn't the best play, but it should be okay. They have the man advantage.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, well, just like that.
It's for
Showstopper and Puck.
Thanks.
That's one way to do it, I guess.
That right there is why you don't want to, you know, 3-man funnel into U-Haul on the post plans. Ascendents have a buy round here, but mental is probably going to be pretty bad after that one.
Steve on the op again. And their econ is just too good.
Teleport's ready.
Ascendants really have to make a move here.
I want to see them
Or
slow
default.
down, try to work some picks on this defaults. If they 5-man into this A side again, they're just gonna get funneled out and Uto dumped. That might just be what they want.
Bomb buddy out.
Good Brimmold.
Hawk out.
Gets them back a bit.
Alright, there we go. Finally, 5-man executing. Nice shot, Stevo. Gets a
Another
second.
30 seconds left.
And a third. Get this man the ace already.
Last player standing. Spike down.
That's not gonna happen. Donna, 2 of her own?
lucky another. Not enough time though. Spikes
Ten
down.
No, she can't do anything.
12-10. It's going to be I
Match
think that's it
point.
probably.
This game went from an Ascendants comeback to them just getting come back on by Gu.
Interesting.
Sounds
word
very
choice there.
strange.
Yeah, it sounds a bit sus.
Yeah, sorry for that one. Yeah, this is all in for Ascendants. They have no more money. They're gonna have to get by with light shields and, you know, Guardian
Out of
Specters.
charges.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll try to finally go B, or a site that they haven't been shut down completely on.
It looks like they're planning on it for now, at least.
Time to hunt.
Didn't
Ooh,
see
the
anything
dogs
there, I
might
don't
have
think.
It might have just saw like iron tunnel or in tube.
Launching smoke.
Like, good know about this. I got the rotates over already. It's gonna be very difficult to execute.
Molly.
You see it time and time again. A team that they'll poke around a site, they'll have 5-man towards it, but they just won't do anything with it. And now they're gonna be running into 3 players onto B sides.
Ian gets,
And gets his one.
Here.
Chewy for Jam.
What?
Not gonna get it though.
It's a trade.
Last player standing.
Oh, but they haven't cleared sides.
And that's the
Defender
defender
Up with a
winner.
3K.
And with that, the bracket reset is successful. So thankfully, there's only going to be a best of one in this next one here. We'll be going on a short break. I don't know what the map will be. They haven't determined that yet.
Please
So
be
that
fracture.
will be all for me. So I will be gone. Eric will be your solo caster for this final game. So thank you, Eric, for taking care of that. Best of luck. And best of luck
Thanks for
to
being here.
you or Ascendants, whoever's winning. Yeah, thank you for having me as your co-caster. I guess.
Co-caster, yeah. You've
Yep.
done a great job.
All right,
Leaving me by myself now.
we'll be back for the final game of this tournament. The winner will be the first place prize, and the loser will be second place prize. So everybody's winning, but we'll be back in a couple minutes.